Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to a Golden Wake. We've had a change of scenery. We're in Cuba now, and I think it's 2 years later than it was, so things have probably changed for good old Alfie here. It seems like he's probably been in the Mafia for a little while, so not sure if his character's going to be different, but we shall see what he's up to. Now, Spanish is severely lacking, but you think this means the dead cat. Okay. We've got Butch still with us, being his usual menacing self. We've got a lady here who looks bored as she puffs away on a cigar, and a quite beautiful location here. I like the water effects and stuff. In the distance you can see an old fort. It looks as though it's been around for centuries. And the moon. The moon shines brightly, casting a pale glow over everything. Was something else there, or was that the fort? It was the fort. Looking through the window you can see several people inside the bar. And there's the entrance that looks especially inviting. Let's see if Butch has got anything
let's talk a minute.
to say. I like our new suit.
What is it?
Let's ask about him.
You okay? You seem a bit more on edge than usual.
I told you, Havana and I got some history that ain't so great.
Oh, good.
Care to elaborate?
Not particularly. Look, I'll be fine. Once we finish, I'll just pop another sedative for the flight home and everything will be swell.
Yeah, sedatives.
You mentioned you got sedatives? Could I have one?
Do we want
Do I
one?
look like some kind of dope peddler to you?
No, I just thought having one might come in handy.
Planning on slipping someone a Mickey, are ya? Okay, I'm not gonna judge. Knock yourself out.
That isn't quite my plan, but thanks.
I suppose it might be useful for like drugging a guard or something if we have to. Morales.
You know anything else about this Morales guy?
I've heard the boss mention him a couple of times, but aside from what I already told you, nothing.
Do you think he knows we're coming?
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Why does everything we do have to be so opaque?
Because if you go shouting your business from the rooftops, there's a good chance you'll wind up getting clipped.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it.
Come on, you've been doing this for a couple of years now, Alfie. You should be up to date with, you know, what the business and the job entails.
Pardon me, miss.
What do you need, darling?
Let's ask about herself.
May I ask what it is you're waiting for out here?
Clients?
Clients. What's your business exactly?
Come on, Alfie.
Oh, you Yankees are so cute.
She's a streetwalker, kid. Surprised you couldn't tell from a mile away.
Oh, I see.
You got any plans for tonight?
Afraid so, miss.
Too bad.
Yeah, lots of plans, lots of plans.
Anything you can tell me about Havana?
It's the city where I grew up. You want a tour, you came to the wrong place. But if you want a good time that you can't get back in your country, you came to the right bar.
Yeah, that's not why we're here.
Do you happen to know Manny Morales?
Who is asking?
Us.
I don't think you need to know those details,
Yeah,
young lady.
yeah, you don't.
Suffice to say, we're here on business from Miami.
Yeah.
I see. I didn't think you looked like a regular tourist. You're here to make a deal on rum, aren't you?
How did you...
You and your friend talk very loudly. Mr.
Aye.
Morales' office is behind the side door inside the bar. But he won't just let you in. He's very paranoid. You must give a password if you're going to get inside.
Oh, yeah?
And do you know this password?
I might even be able to tell you what it is for the right price.
Name it.
There is a man inside the bar. His name is Humberto. You'll recognize him by his stylish dress sense. He procured my services last week and still has not paid.
Beat
Get
him
my
up,
money
got
from
it.
him and I'll tell you the password.
Thank you for your time.
See you later, handsome.
Okay, well, sounds like we've got a shakedown to do. So, Butch, you got anything
Let's talk a minute.
anything else to say?
What is it?
Let's get back to it.
Alright. Gotta find this Umberto guy. Get the money back. Is he the only person here? That's quite funny. Yeah, he is the only person here apart from the bartender. Wonderful. Alright, look at all this vodka and stuff here. Several bottles of vodka line this part of the bar. Most of them are full to the top with the clear liqueur. Or liquor, I should say. There seems to be only one brand of rum in this bar, and it's all light. Probably for the best, as you were never really able to stomach the dark stuff. Okay, there's a bartender doing his job quietly. It amuses you to think how long it's been since you've seen one in a legal setting back home. Yeah, because we're right in the middle of prohibition. Whiskey? You gaze at the enticing bottles of whiskey and their golden brown contents seem to call out to you. You really hope prohibition gets repealed soon. We've got gin. Bottles of gin. It was never your favourite drink, but it's one of the least horrible of the light liquors, in your opinion. Liqueur would obviously be like Liqueurs, I think. Can't visualise it without writing it down. The sign appears to advertise some local brand of rum. Okay. Umberto's. Wow, look at this painting. This is nice. Lush Caribbean evening. This. Okay, there's a door. Okay, so that's the slot. So this is where we're going to need the password to get through. Let's talk to the bartender.
Hi there. What's good to drink here?
Bartender stares at you blankly.
Do you speak English?
The bartender shakes his head.
Right. Well, no drinks for me then, I guess.
No? Alright, well I guess we get on to talking to Umberto straight away then.
Mind if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
Nice hat and moustache.
The name's Alfie Banks, by the way.
Humberto Suarez. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Banks.
Let's ask about himself.
You seem like a man with taste. You in here regularly?
I am, yes. I find this place is an excellent spot to unwind. Aside from that, we get many tourists like yourself in here, which gives me the chance to practice my English.
Okay, Manny.
Can you tell me anything about Manny Morales?
I see him in here regularly, but I've rarely spoken with him. People of that sort are not the type I wish to associate with. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, okay. Money owed?
I had a little chat with the girl outside. She says you owe her some money.
I'm sure I have no idea what you are talking about.
Is that so?
Mr. Banks, if you wish to come in here and join me for drinks, that is one thing. But to blatantly insult my honor by implying that I would hire that floozy?
Relax. It was just a question. I meant no harm by it.
Alright, we could buy him a drink.
Listen, I feel bad about what I said earlier. Can I make it up to you by getting you a drink?
I wonder if we
I
can...
won't say no to that. What are we drinking?
Gin, whiskey, vodka, rum. Okay. I don't actually know. Can we... We can't, like, click off. We didn't like gin, did we? I don't think. Whiskey, vodka, rum. I think wasn't whiskey the one where it said, like, you hope the prohibition ends soon? So I'm going to go whiskey.
Some whiskey, perhaps.
An interesting choice. Arturo, try me those whiskeys.
Okay. So I'm guessing we're going to have to drug this with what Butch gave us. Okay, it's a glass and a glass. Glass contains Umberto's drink. Sedative. Butch is kindly giving you one of his sedatives. It's a rather unremarkable white pill. How are we get? There's an ashtray here. The ashtray contains an old cigarette. Can we... You don't smoke, you don't feel like carrying around someone else's old cigar butt.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd
Okay,
like
so-
to have some more, I will not say no.
Okay, so if we click the glass, we both drink. So we're going to have to get this into his glass before we drink, right? Can we... No point trying that again.
Butch,
Okay.
let's talk a minute.
Butch, can you do anything?
What is it?
Aha, distraction. Let's ask about Umberto first.
Could you deal with Umberto?
Oh.
He's not very cooperative.
Sorry, kid, but this ain't the USA. I'm not much for starting international incidents just for the hell of it.
Okay,
I'm not
fine.
getting my hands dirty here unless I absolutely have to.
Fine, can you distract?
Butch, I need you to help me out with a distraction.
What do you need me to do?
Get Umberto's attention while I'm sitting at the table. I'll give you the signal when I'm ready.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Nice,
Let's
okay.
get back to it.
So this feels like it could be a timed puzzle. Like we've got to maybe drop the pill in the drink at exactly the right
Mind if
moment.
I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
Would you like to have another totally non-suspicious drink from a person you've only just met?
How about we have another drink?
Excellent. What are we drinking?
We're drinking whiskey again, because last time that seemed okay.
Some whiskey, perhaps.
An interesting choice. Arturo, try me those whiskeys.
I mean, he drunk it, so I guess he likes whiskey. I don't know if he just likes any of the drinks. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Okay, so do we signal Butch first, I'm guessing? You discreetly wave your hand behind your chair, giving Butch the signal. Okay, let's be ready.
Excuse me, do you speako the English?
Speako the
I want
English.
el drinko, pronto.
Really? Such rudeness.
Yeah, he's very rude. And while he's being rude, let's just... Yes, what a throw. What a throw that was. Okay, do we need to, like, let it dissolve a bit? I mean, I'm guessing that's probably not a mechanic, but I don't know. Glass contains a drink. Let's just drink it.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable.
You're
if
welcome.
you'd like to have some more, I will not say no.
No, because I've bought you 2 drinks and I don't have any more sedatives, so unless I can get more sedatives from outside... Oh! Umberto is fast asleep. Guess he can't hold his liquor. Oh, well, that was reasonably quick. That was like instant almost. You search Umberto's jacket and find 20 Cuban pesos. Okay, anything else? No need to disturb him any further. You saw nothing, buddy. You saw nothing. You stay over there, otherwise I'll send Butch over to you. Right. 20 peso notes. You have no idea how much that equates to in US dollars. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments below.
This is what Umberto was carrying. I hope it's enough to settle his debt.
It will have to do.
Better than nothing,
If you want
right?
to get in to see Morales, just knock on the door and tell whoever opens the slot that Rosalinda sent you.
Rosalinda,
Got
okay.
it. Thank you.
Knock on the door, tell them Rosalinda sent us. Umberto is still out of it. Butch is just going to go back over there. Look at this painting. Some kind of hat shop. Nice. Okay, let's knock on the door. Hi.
Rosalinda sent me.
Hey, we're in. We don't have a gun or anything, so...
Well, this don't look so
Is he
good.
dead? Who let us in?
What the hell happened here?
Looks like our friend got himself a bad case of lead poisoning.
It doesn't look like he's been dead very long, but I didn't hear any shots.
No.
Something ain't right here. This has setup written all over it.
Yeah.
I'll have a look around, see if I can find anything that might tell us more.
Are the police going to storm in here and, like, assume that we've done this? Because somebody let us in here and they're gone, so I guess they went out the window. Out the window you can see the streets of Havana. You're not quite sure what this painting is meant to depict. Is it a lighthouse? Not sure. There's a globe. It looks as though Morales had some interest in geography. On the wall is a map of the Western Caribbean and Southeastern United States on which several red lines have been marked. These must be Morales' supply routes. Yeah, I'm guessing so. Drawers are fairly unremarkable, but is there anything in them? Nothing of interest, okay. Some papers down here. A few papers have fallen onto the floor. They seem to be handwritten notes. Can we look at those? We can. You search through the notes, but they're all written in Spanish. However, there is one in which the name Tom Walsh appears several times.
So Morales at least knew Fatty existed. Maybe he was expecting us.
Interesting. More papers? Don't seem to be anything interesting. The former Manny Morales is slumped over his chair, a single bullet hole in his forehead. It seems he got on somebody's bad side. So I'm guessing somebody must have done this before we even came in, but then still been here to let us in. Are they hiding behind the door? Can we rather not close the door? Okay. Don't want to disturb the body. Okay, fine. What? Chair? The chair has been tipped over. Whoever was sitting in it must have stood up very...
Someone beat us to the
quickly.
punch, it seems.
So did they go out like that? Window's locked.
These windows are the only other possible way out of here, and they're both locked.
So they've got to be behind the door.
So Morales was meeting with someone already, even though he knew about Fatty. Wait a minute. Butch, we've been so wrapped up in figuring out what happened that we forgot the most obvious question.
Which is?
If Morales was already dead when we got here, then who opened the door?
I've been asking that. I knew it.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the Havana rum running trade is currently under new management.
Who the hell are you? Who is he?
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm the new
Called it.
boss.
Same as the old boss, I'd wager.
Yeah.
Be quiet, Yankee.
Morales?
Why did you kill Morales?
It was time for a change of the business.
Right.
He held a monopoly on rum export for far too many years now, not giving others like me a chance to shine. I would say that was rather unfair, wouldn't you?
It's nothing to do with us. We can make a deal.
We came here to make a deal on behalf of Fatty Walsh back in Miami.
Yes, I know this.
Right.
I'm sorry, but as the new head of the business, I will have to politely decline your offer.
It's 2v1,
I
bro.
don't think Fatty will be too pleased by that.
That's not my problem. I have more reputable clients I can deal with. Walsh is nothing to me.
You sure about that, Chico?
We can take him. 2v1.
Please, put the gun away. There is no need for this nonsense. There will be no deal with Walsh. That is final.
All
Now,
right,
please, be on your way before I...
What did you do that for?
Because it's Butch.
The asshole deserved it. Now let's get out of here before these Cubans start asking questions.
So much for not causing a scene here, right?
This is just great. Another assignment gone to pot. You really need to work on that itchy trigger finger of yours, Butch.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Is that what we're supposed to say to Fatty? Sorry, we couldn't make the deal because Butch shot the guy in the face?
Banks, I'm really starting to...
Gentlemen, please. I've heard married couples bigger less than you do.
Stay out of this, would you?
Fine. If you want to go back to your boss of failure, I will.
What are you talking about?
The man who went in and killed Morales was Rogelio Vargas, the only other major rum runner in town. His takeover attempt has been a long time coming.
I see.
The other night, Morales told me about his meeting with Fatty Walsh's men. I knew Vargas hated Walsh and would make his move if he knew about the deal. So I tipped him off.
Oh.
Vargas took care of Morales, and you took care of Vargas, as I expected.
Oh, so
So you
she's...
played us all. But why?
Because she wants to move
Isn't
in.
it obvious? There is now a vacancy in the bootleg.
Yeah,
market.
she wants to fill
You
that
can go
vacancy.
home and tell your boss I'll be happy to open up a route for him.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Let's go, Butch. I'm starting to see why you and Havana don't get along.
Alright, well. She sort of played us from the start then, didn't
So, you still on for next week, Rosa?
Wouldn't miss it for anything, handsome.
she? Good old Butch. Should have known. Oh, what's going on here? In March 1929. Okay, we're in 1929 now. Someone's at the door.
Huh? Fine, I'm coming.
Alright. Quickly get some clothes on. Alright, and that is where we will leave it because we're out of time. So we'll figure out exactly what's going on now in 1929 in the next one. We're flying through time, aren't we, in this game? It's getting very interesting indeed, though. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties. And I'll see you next time where we'll answer that incessant knocking on the door.